doing? Your girl has gotten a little something to eat, drank me a little soda, and your girl is just laying in the bed. You hear me? Belle, if you don't get away from this door, Belle want to come in the room, y'all. He want to come in the room. I don't feel like, because he going to want to come in here. The rest of them, such as the kids, going to want to come in here. And no, go in the other room. Oh, I got to sneeze, y'all. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. What y'all doing on this rainy day? I'm talking about they had started thundering and stuff, y'all. And it been raining. Now it done eased up, but I can still hear the rain. Your girl done got in here and got in this bed. I suppose been trying to do me a little content, y'all, but I'm like, shit, I'm tired. I am tired. I'm exhausted. And I still got shit to do, y'all. I got shit to do. And just don't feel like getting up doing it. I wish I had more support, y'all. And I thought that I would have had some more people on here to help, bring a little support to your girl and get me some more subscribers, for all platforms. Latanya Harrison on Facebook, Schnell L on YouTube, Schnell L Harrison, rather. Schnell. Then the letter L, Harrison, Harrison. And then over there on IG, you know what I'm saying? Over here, that is Latanya Chanel, LATONYASCHNELL. But your girl, like I said, on Facebook is Latanya Harrison, LATONYAHARRISON. The girl is just like trying to get herself put out there, you know what I'm saying, and get this little content and a variety of other little things going, to keep myself and others entertained. So, yeah, I would definitely love for you all to invite um as many people as you could and ask them to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your girl got a chance to go over there on Bigo for a little bit, y'all, and see what it's like. Got a chance to enjoy me some Snoop, y'all. Got a chance to enjoy me a little Snoop Dogg, y'all. I'm talking about, I love that man. When I say he's very talented, he is very talented. And I just love his attitude, it's well put together as a man. I love me some Snoop Dogg, y'all. What y'all doing on this rainy day? Are y'all in bed? Y'all, I just had to come here. I done got cold and stuff, and I'm like, I done already bathed, got my pajamas on, and I'm like, saying to myself, when I had when I did my little makeup or whatever, because I was gonna come on here and chit chat with y'all for a little bit and show y'all some of the colors and stuff that I was gonna try on, but I ain't even try to try no other colors on. Hey, y'all doing, babies? How y'all doing, my strawberries? I hope y'all having an amazing Sunday. Like, for real, for real. It is, we're too blessed to be stressed. Bear is still trying to come in this room. Thank you, baby. You said I'm fine. Okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hello, how you doing? I'm glad that a variety of y'all have decided to come on here. Please make sure that y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, on Facebook, my name is Latanya Harrison, LATONYA. Over here on IG, it is Latanya Chanel, LATONYASCHNELL. And over there on YouTube, y'all, it is Schnell L Harrison, SCHNELL, the letter LHARRISON, y'all. And check me out over there on Bigo if you like. I don't want to open up me an account on Bigo, y'all, about a couple of weeks ago, and I hadn't been on there recently, and I'm like, let me just go on there for a little bit. Got over there and got the chilling and stuff, y'all. Enjoy spending a little time with a couple people along with Snoop. So, you know what I'm saying? Snoop Doggy Dog, that is. You know what I'm saying? Yup, Snoop Doggy Dog. Snoop Doggy Dog. Yes, y'all. I was enjoying myself and just mingling a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I said I was gonna get to know a few people on there, but it's just gonna have to take time Well, I chat basically on my own time, and but it's like I be having a variety of things to do, and I be trying to stretch myself all over the platforms. And like right now, I done made a little bit of content, you know what I'm saying? And one of the videos I had tried to do a little short video. While doing so, just so happened how about while I was doing the video, the other phone I had to record off the other phone, right? Because I was on this one on Bigo, but both of them was getting ready. They had to be put on charge. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing a little video chit chatting with, you know what I'm saying, on there with Snoop and listening to them or whatever, whatever the case may be. And all of a sudden, it's like my darn phone started going out. And I would have had to get up and get off of the phone. And I'm like, man, you know what? I don't feel like getting up, getting off this phone. I feel like chilling with Snoop. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed for a moment. I stayed for a moment. So I was like, maybe I hope my phone don't go out. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm chilling and listening, you know what I'm saying, watching Snoop, you know what I'm saying, in his studio, and he just blowing and blowing and blowing, you know what I'm saying? He just putting the smoke in the air. You know what I'm talking about? And a couple other people, you know what I'm saying, were doing their own thing or whatever, whatever. But I'm like, damn, I wish I got them was still smoking. I can go and chill with him. You know what I'm saying? Go and post up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like saying to myself, let me just enjoy the moment. So I tried to do me a little video with the other phone, and it started sounding like it was recording, but then all of a sudden it wasn't recording, like the sound that is. And I'm like, damn, I should have just put my microphone on there. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't feel like having to get up and go look for my microphone, try to plug it up and everything. So the sound was off, and I realized that best stop that noise. I realized that the sound was off when I went to actually like try to review the video before I posted it. And I'm like, man, come on, come on. Let me see. I appreciate it. Somebody said I was fine. Can I see chat? I can see some chat messages showing up, but it's like I don't know. They just stopped all of a sudden. I don't know if it's my phone that's doing it, or if maybe people just like signed off or something. Cause I got a chance to get up to at least like 30 some people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm used to like people just like peeping in for a second and me not probably really entertaining them as much or something, or maybe I'm just not as professional like they probably expect me to be, which I'm learning and still doing and having to start from scratch, you know what I'm saying, with nobody over my shoulder to guide me. I'm just doing my own thing, but in the midst of me doing it, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to meet people and enjoy myself, and hopefully, like I said, have some people that will be entertaining that can help guide me and teach me some things too, because like when it comes to food, for example, with me loving food, I prepare my foods a certain way. The way you prepare your food might be different. I might want to go try your food and see what it tastes like. So we have to kind of like work together. You know what I'm saying? But just so happen, I'm used to people kind of like not really giving me a chance. It's only a few, you know what I'm saying? But I don't let that bother me. I just stay on over here, continue talking. Even if I just be sitting here talking to myself, I just sit here, talk, and enjoy. And then maybe like sometimes people will wait and go back and look back at the videos. But I was like laying here saying, trying to stay warm and stuff. Like I had my feet and stuff hadn't got cold. And I was like, let me just go lay in this bed, y'all. Let me lay in this bed, but I would still want to still be on the internet, and I could hear the rain still outside. And I'm like, shit, let me just, crawl up under these covers for a minute. I appreciate you saying I look beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you said that so it's lagging. That's probably what it is. The reason why it probably keep going out. You know what I'm saying? The connection, probably because it's raining and stuff here. The weather is like it has switched up from what it was earlier. You know what I'm saying? And it was raining much harder earlier. And then now it has slacked up some, but it's still raining. But I was like, baby, let me go and get under this cover for a minute. My damn toes and got cold. You know what I'm saying? My toes got cold and I'm trying to get comfortable and you know what I'm saying, just resting up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I slept a little bit earlier and I was trying to do a couple videos also a little earlier. Um to have a little content or something. And then I was also doing my little lip gloss. I was gonna put my other little lip gloss on, but I didn't bring it in here in this room. It's still in the other room. But I was just laying here drinking me some ginger ale, y'all. I had not long ago had me a salad. So I was laying here. I said, let me just get on the internet and just chill for a little bit. And then now I see that the connection been in and out. So of course, it's probably lagging and stuff. But I don't mean to be lagging, but it's just probably my connection due to the fact that it's raining outside. You know what I'm saying? On a rainy day, this is what sometimes we do. I don't feel like going out doing anything else. I've been busy a little earlier, but I still got plenty of other things to do, which I don't feel like doing. I'm just procrastinating. And then on top of that, I supposed to been trying to straighten some up on the laptop. I'm like, I don't even feel like doing that. I'm like, let me just lay in this bed and just get on my phone and just chit chat. I don't know why there's so much hate in the world. You sing for a program. For some reason, it's just a lot of that going around. And it seems like another thing, too, that, when people actually taking off in life and trying to do something with themselves, like positive, it's like they don't get that much. Like, if they not professional and got it all put together or got plenty of money, they don't even really give people a chance, of getting to know them or really trying to, help support them by, any means at all. Like, it's for some reason they just, I don't know. Like, well, I'm sorry to hear that, baby, that your grandfather passed away. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, it's a lot, what I'm saying, going on in the world. And it is all we can do is really pray. But it's like, even if you pray and what I'm saying, you still try to cope with, what's going on in the world and you got relatives every day or every other day that's passing away. Like it's a lot of death going on in the family. It's like sometimes people don't even really care to listen. Like it's sad. Like when I was going through something, for example, when I was going through something and I wanted to kind of like put my feelings out there and vent just a little bit. It's like while I was trying to vent, like it was only a few people that sent their condolences. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else really wanted to talk about it. Nobody never really asked, okay, well, how are you doing? Like, how are you holding up? That's a question I should be asking you. How are you doing? How are you holding up? And when did he pass away? And if you don't mind me asking, like, um, any other questions, pertaining to that. But if you would like for me to know, I feel like you would, share. Let me see what that said. Okay. So he went through a similar situation then right before my brother passed then. He went through a situation where he ended up having sepsis, but he ended up surviving the sepsis. But the pneumonia came back. The pneumonia came back because he had recently had it before and he finally had gotten cleared. He was out of the hospital for about 6 days, maybe almost seven. And he had to go back for his blood transfusion because he had bone cancer. And he just went in for that doctor visit for that day. Had to be rushed to the ER all at the same time that morning. And he didn't make it out of the hospital. That I thought things was looking a little bit better. The reason why they was transferring him, and he passed away that Monday morning, early that Monday morning at the hospital. Like took a turn for the worse that Sunday night, but so I know all the together what it's like dealing with that sepsis. Like he was going through it, like it was really bad. So I mean sepsis is very, very, very dangerous. Okay, so that's why I was trying to like put it out there for people. In another video that I talked about, I was like, to put it out there for people to, you know, like be aware of the fact that they need to really be trying to take care of themselves, like health wise, exercise, diet, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be small to diet, you know what I'm saying? you know and you don't have to be big to diet, long as you're healthy, you can stay on a diet to keep your weight and stuff at a minimum. Get your exercise, get your sleep, get your vitamins and your proteins, all the nutrients you're supposed to get out and get sunlight, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of stay active, and use some type of mobility, if you can walk, run, jog, whatever you can do, you know to be active. And it doesn't mean you got to go join a gym or anything. You can still be active by just doing movements, because that's where that's what a lot of people don't understand. As long as you stay moving around, you won't have to worry about a lot of that swelling, you know what I'm saying, and stuff in your legs and feet from being backed up with fluid, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to kind of like stay moving and exercise, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, we used to be a little more active, but then we stopped. You said your grandfather died at 12. Oh, died on the 12th. I'm sorry. Died on the 12th. Where is he from? Paul Alexander? I know some Alexanders, but I don't know that name right away. Um where That's why I was asking, where is he from? Where was he from? Is it any parts of Alabama? Yeah, where is he from? Cause I know some Alexanders. I went to school with some Alexanders. I got a couple friends of mine that's on Facebook that's Alexanders. But, like I said, I personally felt like, a lot of times people don't want to really give us a chance sometimes when you start off, you know what I'm saying? Um as a creator or in music or songwriting or whatever, and a lot of people don't really know much about you. Sometimes, people just skip all over you, you know what I'm saying? They don't care to listen to what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? They don't take the time. But I was saying in a couple other videos, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I was telling people, I'm like, you know what? Uh, we need to take care of ourselves more. You know what I'm saying? We need to focus on our health. We know we're getting older, but we might be getting wiser all at the same time. But we really need to focus on, healing, healing our body of all kind of illness and diseases and stuff, and working with herbs and stuff, you know what I'm saying, more than actually taking medication if possible. You know what I'm saying? Taking the time out to, love yourself and to love each other, you know, as a person, and kind of like stop placing judgment on people. Like all this plays a factor in life that will allow you to continue living a nice, good, healthy life. Long as you stay mad and upset and pissed off and snapping and going off quick on people, you know what I'm saying? That ain't getting you nowhere. It's just causing you headache and pain, heartache, cause you to have heart attacks and strokes and all this kind of stuff from being angry and upset. You know what I'm saying? You said you have okay. Well, I'm glad that you got a chance to stop by, baby. Hopefully you will set your notifications, subscribe, make sure you like, share, comment. You know what I'm saying? You'll visit me on some of my other platforms, but I will definitely be coming on here, like I said, to do some lives and everything. So maybe y'all get a chance to see you again and we can chit chat. Maybe you'll send a couple of friends my direction. In the meanwhile, my condolences to you and your family, and I love you and thank you for stopping by visiting me. But I just wish, that we as a people would really kind of like take time to kind of like, console each other, even if we can't feel each other, over the phone or visually or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we can actually show one another that we do care, you know what I'm saying? We all human and we all have emotions, you know what I'm saying? We have to kind of like be respectful to one another, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Let people know that there are people that still out here on this earth that still care. We all not gonna just start off, you know what I'm saying, being at the top, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we not gonna always start off being at the top, you know what I'm saying, of everything. We're not gonna start off having a whole lot of money. So we got to start from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And in the midst of starting, I would like to like meet, you know what I'm saying, some decent people. You know, I just, don't have time for all the by me being right at almost 50, y'all. I don't have time for like a lot of nonsense and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my kids are grown. I got grandkids that I'm, help taking care of and help raising. You know what I'm saying? And I just look forwards to kind of like growing and blossoming to this woman that I have become. I've worked so hard to get to where I am. And at the same time, I worked so hard to actually teach myself some things that I felt like I wasn't even confident at doing. Like, you know, me personally, I'm like, I thought about being a content creator a while back, but I was like, shit, I don't know if I really want to do the content creating stuff. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it probably was good, which it is, but at the same time, like, I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I may not be that good at it. You know what I'm saying? Let me, but you can do content and do it any kind of way you want, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to content, there are a variety of things out there, you know what I'm saying, for digital creator. Well, of course, I always say content, but me personally, I'm enjoying doing that. I just look forwards to kind of like putting myself out there so people can kind of like get an idea of what's going on in my life, what has been going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? Just opening up and let people know that they can be themselves around me. I welcome all genders, you know what I'm saying, on this platform. I don't discriminate, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put that out there too. Like whatever you do is what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I don't look for nobody else to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes or whatever because that's how we learn in life, by making mistakes. But with that being said, I just feel like, everybody's welcome over here on this platform. So, like I said, I want to come on here and just kind of like, chill a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Get that little chill vibe going, see how y'all doing, how y'all day went, what did y'all do? You know what I'm saying? Did you cook? What are you doing now? Like, what you like? What's your favorite color? Like, what's your hobby? What's your interest? Are you married, single? Do you have kids? Like, I want to get to know you as a person, which I know I may not be able to meet and know everybody, but I have to start somewhere. And I feel like on some of the other platforms, you know what I'm saying? Some people gave me a chance. Some people still giving me a chance. But some people just, since I'm not like putting myself out there acting a fool or, you know what I'm saying, like keeping up drama or anything like that, it's like they just skip right on past me. Skip, 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 skip. They don't take time to really get to know me and see what I had going on. I was talking about death and everything that had occurred in my family, you know what I'm saying? They didn't care to, about me to even listen to what I had going on. Shit, they were just skipping my shit, skipping my shit, skipping my shit. So I was like, you know what? I ain't mad at them. I understand they probably didn't want to hear about what was going on, what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Or what I had going on. You know what I'm saying? But this was a part of life that's something that all of us gonna have to face and deal with one day. You know what I'm saying? Which is death. So I'm like, maybe I can do the journey with my brother that's passing away with cancer because he was like, he didn't have long to live. But I wanted to talk with him and, enjoy the moments of laughing and talking and conversation and remembrance of him from during the times that we were around each other growing up until he graduated college and high school and moved away. So when he moved away and went back home, that's where he been at those 20, 30 some years, like right at 30 years, if not longer. It was like 30 some years. He was there back home in Detroit, Michigan. So like when he got sick, I had to travel and go and take care of my brother because that was something I told him that I was gonna do. I was gonna go and take care of my brother, and be by his side because I didn't want for him to feel alone. I didn't want for him to feel alone as if nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? Because I did. It just when he was sick before going through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? We had went up there to visit him, but when he got sick and stuff in between time, I wasn't able to go because I was going through health challenges and stuff myself. But once I got better and worked on me, God just gave me a chance at life again. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was over with for me. That's why I was saying for some people, they can look and see how things went on my journey. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with my health. I took pictures and on different platforms and videos or whatever on my platforms. So y'all will see where I've come from. And as a diabetic, this is something that I dealt with for quite some time until my body finally healed. But I'm not 100% like I used to be, but I'm much better than what I was. So, yeah, like I said, some people gave me a chance and some people didn't. Like I said, they strolled past me. They don't take time to look at my content. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a moderator or anything like that. So I'm having to do all this by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like starting out from scratch, like with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So having to get it out the mud. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what I end up having to do. And then at the same time, I don't have anybody standing over my shoulder coaching me of how to do this and what to do and this that. I'm having to go through and do it myself manually, little bit by little bit until I get it right. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't have a problem with doing that because I love exploring stuff anyway, and I love learning and things like that. But I just feel like when we all going through something in life sometimes, you know, we all, you know what I'm saying, mourn the loss of relatives and stuff. Like I never got a chance to mourn yet at all, but I'm like the grieving stage, I haven't got a chance to grieve yet. But so far I feel like I'm grieving in different ways. It's just not visually showing. I'm just not crying or anything right now. But eventually, one of these days, I probably will break down and cry. But I was talking about things that's occurring in people's lives and my loved ones that I end up losing. Shit, some people just kept on paying my videos, kept on past. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't keeping up no drama. I wasn't clowning and showing my ass. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, over here turning tricks or anything like that and exposing myself or anybody else for doing whatever, whatever. Like it just seemed like the world just feed off of drama. They feed off a lot of drama that goes on and they don't be studying about, you know what I'm saying, really trying to help people grow with people changing their lives around instead of trying to do things and stepping out on faith, doing something new or creative or something. People just aren't, you know what I'm saying, very compassionate, that for some apparent reason, I don't know why, but some people aren't as compassionate like they used to be. Like a lot of compassion went out the window a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's really sad. But I still try to have faith and I still keep talking, even if it hurt my feelings, even if it bothered me. I may not tell them right away that it hurt my feelings or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? I be like, damn, like, I'm sitting here pouring my heart out and talking about how much I miss my relative or somebody that was sick or that passed away. And it's like people not even taking the time to even listen. They just stroll on past. If I ain't out there shaking my tail, stripping or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Exposing my body, on here masturbating or whatever you want to call it. I ain't on here sucking no dick and doing the dirty or whatever the case may be. It's like they don't give a fuck. And I learned it. I learned it the hard way. But it's sad that people are like that in this world. Like with me, now I do take time, even if I don't know the person. Sometime, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm gonna take time to see what their video is about. You know what I'm saying, and I'm just gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying. If not halfway or all the way to the end, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna watch it and see what they got going on, and I'll just continue to like it and follow it or whatever the case may be. But it's like shit. People look at my shit and be like, skip, skip. All of a sudden, I be like on my phone, just show up in the notification and be like, skip rate, skip rate 80 some percent, 90 some percent. I be like, damn. Did nobody want to watch my shit? Did nobody want to take time out to get to know me and this, that, and the other? But it is what it is. And I realize if I'm not out here humiliating myself and shaking my ass and clowning or acting a damn fool, you know what I'm saying? Or out here shooting nobody or getting arrested or whatever the case may be, out here acting a straight donkey, you know what I'm saying? I realize that people they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. And it's only a few people that'll stick by my side as followers, which I expected the number to at least gradually go up, which it is. But, some people just don't care no more. They do not care. They don't care what's going on. And I'm like, it's sad. Like, they literally don't take the time to view anybody else's content and see what they got going on. But, like I said, I'm not going to stress about it. I ain't going to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to appreciate those that have stopped in to visit me. These are the ones that I'm just gonna put my arms around, y'all. mm And I love y'all. I really do. But I know this probably was a little long video, but that's all right. That's all right. I just want to come on here and entertain y'all and put up a couple videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, talk, see how y'all doing, what y'all had for dinner. Excuse me, what all did y'all do today? That peace, y'all. What all did y'all do today? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all go shopping? Did y'all go to church? You know what I'm saying? What y'all had for lunch? What about breakfast? Did you keep your grandbabies? You know what I'm saying? Did you, you know what I'm saying, go to the malls or whatever before they close? Like, what all did you do? Like, tell me, did you go to the laundromat getting your laundry stuff done over the weekend? Or did you walk over there in that kitchen or in the basement or downstairs, you know what I'm saying, or upstairs in the closet and go and do your laundry? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know because your girl be want to come on here and just find somebody to entertain. Like, I'm sitting here by myself. My mother is in the other room because she's of age, so I had to kind of like help steer her too. You know what I'm saying? But she's here visiting me or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, shit, let me just you know give her space. I got my space where I can get a chance to do my little content, get to talk and chit chat with y'all and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let me just do this, and I just be glad to have somebody to come on here to entertain me. You know what I'm saying? Keep me busy. You know what I'm saying? My lips a little dry, y'all. Had to put me a little bliss sticks on there. Normally I use some car mix, but this bliss sticks been really good, y'all. It make my lips feel soft and shiny. It don't be too shiny, but you know what I'm saying? Keep my lips from being real dry. But y'all, I'm just like, another thing too, before I end this, y'all. One of these days, maybe I might consider like dating again. I might consider dating again. I don't know. Like I said, I just don't have time for nobody that's impatient. I want a man that's gonna be patient with me. Somebody that's gonna love me. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's not gonna step out on me the moment things don't go right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's actually invest their time into me, but at the same time, where it's just us in a relationship, where I don't expect him to like not invest his time in his job. I expect him to be working or doing something, you know what I'm saying? Um, to help support themselves and to support us. I don't mind. I'm not controlling, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind him going off doing whatever he needs to do to focus on working or whatever. As long as he's not out there cheating and playing games like, I just don't have time for that. And I want the man to be well mature to where, you know what I'm saying? I would love for my man to be like right at 60 or above. Like I ain't gonna lie. I might date somebody maybe in their 50s, maybe. But like I said, haven't dated since 2019, 2020. I don't date no more. But I might just consider finding me a man, somebody that knows how to treat a woman, somebody that knows his place as a man, you know what I'm saying, in the relationship, know his duties as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I might be rough and I might do a lot of things myself because I was taught to be that way. But at the same time, and independent. But at times, I want me a man that's going to be able to be a man of the relationship and take out the trash, open the door for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a queen, of course. You know what I'm saying? But just because I've been in and out of some relationships, you know what I'm saying? Some people may, look at me as damaged goods or whatever the case may be. I look past all that kind of negative talk. You know what I'm saying? I know that people out here in the world, a lot of people are not virgins no more. They done had kids or they having kids or they sneaking around, they sleeping around or whatever the case may be. I'm that mature that, I'm not counting the person bodies and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not trying to get no diseases and stuff like that. So we have to be going to the doctors and getting blood work and all that kind of stuff done. Like, and seeing results and everything. Like, I don't have time for the games. But I want me a well mature man that knows his place as a man. You know what I'm saying? And if he still working or if he's retired, it's still fine. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have time for no bullshit. Like we can laugh, we can talk, we can still be able to do things together, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I hold the house down some on the inside, or we can do it together, or you know what I'm saying? I can hold the inside down while he hold the outside down, doing all the manly things. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do have knowledge of how to do it, I still want a man in my life that's gonna be able to fulfill those needs for me as a man, as a provider, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, um, as a supporter, you know what I'm saying? Like as my confidence, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that I can just vent to and be able to have a good time with, like to call my own man. I don't want to share the man that's gonna be in my life as my man. I want my man to be all into me, not seeing, every big boob or every big booty or every vajayjay, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna arouse him and make him want to, you know what I'm saying, be tempted to go out there and cheat. Like I don't have time for no cheaters. I outgrew that long time ago. Like I said, I've been into older men, and if he's not ready, say he ain't ready. Don't waste my time and get involved with me. And then all of a sudden, after we done built something together, now you want to run off to the next big booty that you see. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather not even date if that's the case. So that's why another reason why I just stopped dating altogether. Because I don't have time. Like I deal with PTSD, I deal with all that kind of shit, anxiety and shit, and I just don't have time. But maybe one day, like I said, if he got his P's and Q's together after all these years that I've been waiting, maybe God will bring him into my life. And, you know, I don't care how many bodies he had or how many bodies that I've had. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in and out of relationships. I ain't perfect. My kids grown. You know what I'm saying? People may want to talk negative and talk about some used coochie and all this, that, and the other. I have more than just used coochie. You know what I'm saying? I got brains, okay? I have brains and knowledge. I do bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't out there trying to sell no coochie and all this, that, and the other. But I ain't trying to talk to nobody that's going to waste my time either. That's, you know what I'm saying, not trying to build anything with me. So with that being said, I just want to put it out there that, you know what I'm saying, I can do bad by myself, but if there's somebody that catch my interest eventually, and God send him my direction and bless me with a man, a good man that's gonna be my own, we'll just see how things go. How about that? In the meantime, y'all have a good night. Thank you for chatting.